Hey guys, it's Venom here with the deck profile. I'm here to profile my Dino Rabbit decks, which I plan on taking to my locals tomorrow. I know I said I originally was going to take the Injectors, but I was able to finish my Dino Rabbit deck before the tournament Saturday, so I do believe I will be taking this. I could change my mind at the last minute, but as of right now, I plan on using Dino Rabbits. But I also have the choice between Watts, Dino Rabbits, Injectors, and those are my really big three choices at the moment. And then, of course, I could probably run some form of... I sold my Atlanteans, as I said in the last video. But also have... I don't have any other choices, really, but... let me go ahead and give you guys a sneak preview of my next few projects. One of my next few projects are Bubble Beats deck. I plan on attempting to build this deck eventually. I've already got my 3 super rare Bubble Mans, so I just need another Alias and Stratos, and I've already got my monsters complete for that deck. And then the other deck that I'm working on is Evil's. I feel like this deck could be really good, and I really am liking the looks of how this deck looks like it'll do. I think it's basically the same as Dino Rabbits pretty much, except I feel like this one has a little bit more versatility in the fact that while yes it can get dead hands more, I feel like it actually could be a little bit stronger in general because it's got stronger monsters for the most part, and it's got more effects to pull off. Like whenever I pull out the 2 level 4 monsters like Rescue Rabbit would normally be able to do with Najasho / Evo Force, I'm also going to be popping a back row and special summoning a 2100 beater that I don't have to exceed with. So that's why I'm liking the look of Evils. But for now, I really like this Rescue Rabbit deck. It's actually very fun to play. I just really like it all in all. I finally see why this deck was played so much and is still played so much. You know, I've always not been a fan of Rabbits or of Dino Rabbit or Windups until, like, I was a fan of Windups when they were first about to come out, but then I switched to the Injectors, and now that I've got Dino Rabbits in my hands, you know, all 3 of the decks, I can see why people want to play all 3 of them. It's all up to player preference. I still prefer Injectors personally, but right now Dino Rabbit's still the better of the 2 until they hurt Rabbit a little bit more or help Injectors more. I would love them to help Injectors out some by either A, releasing more support, or B, doing something with the ban list to make them not as hurt as they are right now, because they're pretty much limping at the moment. While Dino Rabbits are not limping, they're still standing strong, and I feel like that they're such a good deck still. So let's go ahead and get into the deck profile. First of all, I run 2 Rescue Rabbits, because the ban list says so. Otherwise, I would obviously be running 3, but I'm only running 2 because of the ban list. I really wish I had secret rare versions, but I don't. I'm a cheapo. Everything in here is the cheapest version possible, pretty much, or almost all of them are. So, I mean, I'm a cheap person. But anyways, 2 Rescue Rabbits, so yeah, really good card. And obviously, when you run Dino Rabbits, you gotta run Vanillas, and I'm running 3 Cobblezuls and 3 Sabersaurus. It's kind of necessary. What was sad is just yesterday I only had 1 Sabersaurus. I had to pick up my other 2 today at locals. We didn't have a tournament, but we just had like a few people there getting together. And this deck, by the way, performed very well while I was there. It did lose a couple matches to 6 Samurais, but I feel like with practice I can beat that 6 Samurai deck. And that's probably the 6 Samurai deck that I'm going to see in finals tomorrow. I really hope not, but it'll probably happen. But anyways, moving on to the deck list. 2 tour guides, and to go with the tour guide you got Sangan and Night Assailant. I feel like these are all really good cards. So, and tour guide's just so good. Having access to Leviair to redo Rescue Rabbit plays is just so much fun. The next card is I main deck Triple Snowman Eater. The main reason why I'm main decking 3 of this and not just 2 like most people, or even 1 like a lot of people, is because I don't have any Thunder Kings. I mean, I have a common one, but I'd rather have 2 secrets before I use them. I'm kind of picky about my Thunder King. I really need 2 secrets to be able to run it. It's just something of my problem. But this card actually has been running very well. Every time I set this card, people are scared as heck to set or to attack into it. So I can just sit there building up on hand presence while they're too afraid to attack into it until they've got like multiple outs to it. Because they know I'm gonna have like a Logia out here in the next few turns, so they're scared to attack into the Snowman Eater. Snowman Eater is actually a really scary card, and it's got its reasons to be scary. So the last group of monsters in the deck are the hand traps. It's the same as my Injector's hand traps. Gores, Double Max C, and Double Veiler. As I said in my Inzector video, I feel like this is a really strong layout. My locals, though, a lot of people don't really special summon a lot, so I have to side that out against most of my locals. But against my 6 Samurai player, I'm pretty much keeping those in because he spams the field like crazy. And as soon as I see him add Kagamusha / Legendary 6 Samurai Kageki to hand, and add both of them to hand, I'm immediately, in response, I'm just max seeing, so that way, if they do go into Shien, at least I'm getting at least 2 cards out of it instead of them just getting out the monster. And Shien is the most obnoxious thing in the world. That's why I side deck 3 Puppet Plants. But let's go ahead and get into the spells. We've got the Holy Trinity, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, and Heavy Storm. It's pretty much mandatory. Iron Triple MST, just because it's just such a good card. Forbidden Lance and Forbidden Dress. I can't find a second Forbidden Lance. Otherwise, I'd be running 2 Forbidden Lance because they do the same thing pretty much, except Forbidden Lance takes away 800 attack instead of 600. So I mean, Forbidden Dress. I had my friend tried to Dimensional Prison. No, yeah, they tried to Dimensional Prison my my Saber Source when I attacked. So I did this. It only lost 600 attack instead of 800. So instead of attacking for 1100, it was attacking for 1300. So I got 200 extra points of damage in because I had that instead of that. But I still feel like Lance is so much better because I don't feel like that 200 attack will do too much in the end. Book of Moon, just pretty much another Forbidden Lance in a way. Big problem, a big monster that I can't get over but has a low defense. Book of Moon it and then attack over it, you know, just the simple stuff. And finally, 1 Pot of Avarice. It's necessary, it's mandatory in Dino Rabbit, so obviously. For the traps, you got the Solemn Brigade. Duh. It's kind of, I actually normally side that out, especially against decks that can swarm the field really quickly, such as 6 Samurais and stuff like that. Because I feel like wasting all those life points on such big hitting decks like those is a dumb idea. So why do that when I've already got a Judgment in a monster? You know, Logia is a Judgment on legs, so why do that? I'd rather have cards like these set than the Solemns against 6 Samurais. But anyways, 2 Mirror Force and 2 Dimensional Prisons to stop attacks. I'm actually pretty sure this is the same trap lineup as my Inzectors, but I could be wrong. And 2 Bottomless and 2 Compulse. What's really funny is my friend tried to summon Shien, or he did summon Shien, and I had these 2 set. As soon as he declares the attack, I Dimensional Prison it. Of course he negates. The attack still went through, but I was able to Compulse it after the attack was done. So that way I got rid of the Shien for the rest of the game, and it was so nice. For the extra deck, first of all, I just want to say that I got my 4 tokens. Don't ask why I've got 4. My locals is strange. For the rank 3s, you got 2 zVeNoMz. I really like zVeNoMz. I'm probably going to drop one once I get a Levier, or a second Levier, because I only have 1 Levier at the moment. So my 1 Levier, once I get the second one, this zVeNoMz is going out, because zVeNoMz is not important. Or I might take out this dude, Tim Tempo. He's just kind of in there as an emergency backup plan. And have an attacking rank 3. I don't have that. I mean, I don't have a very strong rank 3 other than, I might add in a Leviathan Dragon, because it's pretty strong. 2 Evil Zara Logias. Duh. Solemn Judgment on legs, who doesn't like that? 2 Evil Zara Dolka. Same reasoning there, except it's not a Judgment on leg, it's just a monster effect. Wait. Yeah, it's a monster effect stopper, so it's basically an effect veiler on legs. But it destroys it too, so. 2 Utopias. I feel like this is one of the best rank 4 exceeds out there. In all honesty, it's just so good, and it's pretty much a zVeNoMz as a rank 4, in a way. Not quite as good as zVeNoMz, but still. 2 Gem-Knight Pearls. One of these will eventually go out. I'm just not sure for what yet, and plus I don't have all the cards. My extra deck is far from complete, but you know, it's in the makings. But there will definitely be 1 Gem-Knight Pearl in the extra deck at all times, because it's hard to get over 2,500 beaters in this with this deck, so use Gem-Knight Pearl for that. Double Shockmaster. Actually, I am able to get 2 off in 1 duel. I actually did that earlier today. My field was set up like this. 2 Shockmasters, and they both had 1 Exceed material left on them. A zVeNoMz with 1 Exceed material left on them, and a Logia with 2 Exceed material still on them. And it was just absolutely amazing. I pretty much just offered my opponent to give, or offered to let him just give up without, you know, it was just funny. Just said, hey, you can give up now. Anyways, in the last extra deck spot is a Chimera Tech Fortress because I side Cyber Dragon. Now for the side deck, Cyber Dragon, because you have the extra deck space for Chimera Tech Fortress, so whenever you face a machine deck, you can do that. 3 Puppet Plants. This is not only for 6 Samurais, but also for heroes. Any kind of warrior-based deck. Taking control of a Shining is fun, and attacking them with the Shining. But taking control of Xian is always mandatory whenever. If you've got this card in hand and they've got a Xian and a Kizan and every single 6 Samurai they own out on the field, you're still going to take the Xian every time, no matter what. Even if it doesn't get over everything, you just got to take the Xian because the Xian hurts really bad. Obvious reasons. Triple Dimensional Fissure. This is for the Dark World matchup, pretty much, and that's about the best matchup you can side it in against. And then others, you can just depends on what you're feeling at the time. Triple Prohibition. I side this in against almost every deck, especially decks that are based around one soul card, such as Dino Rabbits. I would just play this, say Rescue Rabbit, play this, say Tour Guide, play that, say probably the Thunder King, or possibly even something like Snowman Eater, but you know. Triple Twister. This is for cards such as Necro Valley, problematic cards such as Skill Drain and whatchamacallit, and Royal Decrees. You know, it's just for problematic cards, or even Solidarity. I actually played a deck that ran triple Solidarity, so I sided in 2 of my 3 Twisters, and both Twisters destroyed one, and then I used my MSTs for set cards. So, you know, it's just a nice little combo there, using Twisters for face-ups, so that way your what they normally would call their MST bait is now a Twister bait, not a MST bait. Pretty funny there. And finally, 2 Macrocosmos, because Rabbit can, and Macrocosmos is fun. So, rate, comment, subscribe, guys. Check out my other videos. I do plan on doing a Watt deck profile yet again, because I had somebody on my last Watt deck profile ask for more Watt stuff. So, I'm going to update the deck a little bit. It's still pretty much the same as it was before. It's a little different, but I'm going to update it a little bit before I show it off again. Possibly even find a different version of it. Still an aggressive version of it, but a different aggressive version, because mine's like an aggressive and sit back and not take attacks version. But anyways, rate, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, a thumbs up in the description, or a thumbs up in the thumbs up zone, I guess I would call it. By the way, these I only spent 40 bucks for these, and I also got 2 Hanzos and 2 oh, correction, hold on. I would highly suggest you spend money on these tins that come with these, because I mean, you can, as long as you've got the rest of the deck, which the rest of the deck is pretty much stuff you should already have, and you might even already have all these, but just building Dino Rabbits so easily, it's just so easy to build them now, and because of the tins that were released, and I love it because I had people buy the tins and I traded for these pretty much off them. So yeah, go check out go get Hanzo tins, because those are awesome. But anyways, like if you enjoyed the video, rate, comment, subscribe, go check out my other videos, and I will see you in the next video.